Today marks the second full day of the Trump administration, and President Trump's executive order eliminating automatic birthright citizenship is getting a lot of pushback tonight.
Yeah, at least 22 attorneys general, including those from Maryland and D.C., along with several advocacy groups, have filed lawsuits to block its enforcement. Our Rafael Sanchez Cruz joins us now live in the studio. And Rafa, an immigrant group in our region has also filed a lawsuit on behalf of 5 pregnant women who are concerned that their children will be born in the U.S. but will not have a nationality?
Yeah, that's right, Leslie. The lawsuit was filed yesterday in a Maryland federal court on behalf of these 5 expecting mothers. These women say they fear retaliation from the Trump administration, which is why their identities are being protected. But they say what's even a greater fear is having a stateless child.
Soy peticionaria de asilo y tepeciana.
You're listening to Monica, one of the 5 women who have filed a lawsuit against President Trump's executive action putting an end to birthright citizenship. The Venezuelan asylum seeker is currently protected by the immigration program known as Temporary Protected Status, or TPS.
Mi hijo van a ser apátrida.
My son will be born stateless. He will be born without a nationality. My son will be a citizen of nowhere.
Birthright. That's a big one.
Trump's order directs the federal government to stop issuing passports, citizenship certificates, and other documents to children whose parents are not legally in the country or whom neither parent is a legal permanent resident.
President Trump has no authority to amend either the Constitution or the federal law by the stroke of his pen on an executive order.
The Institute for Constitutional Advocacy and Protection is leading the lawsuit, arguing in part that this is a violation of the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which the federal government has long interpreted to mean that those born on American soil are citizens at birth.
We are confident that the court will see the order as the overreach that it is and ensure that all children born in the U.S. receive their rightful United States citizenship.
The Supreme Court has upheld birthright citizenship in the past. And there's also a federal law passed by Congress establishing that children born on U.S. soil are entitled to citizenship. Legal experts foresee this to be a long legal battle that might end up being the first showdown in Trump's second term.
Because it is something that has to go through a very rigorous legal process in order to change. But for the most part, at least, it might just end up going to the Supreme Court.
In the meantime, what this executive order does is it creates a lot of confusion for families like Monica's. Being from Venezuela, Monica would have to go to a Venezuelan embassy to get a birth certificate for her son, which will be born in the summer. The problem is there's no Venezuelan embassy in the U.S., and because she's seeking asylum, she can't leave the U.S. A lot of what-ifs for these families as they await a decision on this case. That might take a while. Leslie.
So much uncertainty, Rafa. We'll be following this for sure. Thank you.